In December of 2018, I was named the Milken recipient, and it was the biggest shock of my entire life. They had a big assembly and we thought the Commissioner of Education was coming. So we were all so excited to meet him, and we had a flash mob ready to go, and we were so excited to show him.
The students were prepared, they had songs and dances, everyone was dressed up like the career that they wanted. We all gathered for this amazing moment, and no one had any idea what was to come.
Before we knew it, he introduced Jane Foley, a very prominent head of the Milken Foundation, and she was saying how someone was going to win the Milken Educator Award, and all of a sudden my students were like, "You're gonna get it, Mrs. Silva, it's you," and I'm like, there's no way. And then some of my colleagues, my friends sitting next to me were like, "No, it's you." And then my heart started pounding. I'm like, wait a minute, like, what if it is me? And then they said my name and time just stood still. The Milken Educator Award entails many things. I'm being recognized throughout the nation, actually, for being an extraordinary teacher.
There are many reasons why Mrs. Silva would be named a Milken Educator.
I pledge to do my best today.
She does more than teach lessons in her classroom. She believes in encouraging her students. She motivates her students. She creates lessons that are really engaging in the classroom. She creates a loving atmosphere where the kids, I believe, are free thinkers, critical thinkers, so she knows how to challenge them.
By the impact that Mrs. Silva has had on her students and the school district, she was identified as someone who makes a tremendous difference in not only the lives of her students, but in her school community as well.
What I've heard other people say about my classroom is that it's very differentiated, all the students are reached, everyone feels successful, and we're like one big family.
She knows everything about her students, and she honors and embraces all of them.
The students in my class know a sense of respect, and I feel like that comes out of the social emotional learning program that we have. I think it's important that they learn to respect each other and respect their classroom.
It's all about the atmosphere that she creates in there. And that's why the kids love it and they learn.
In our classroom, I'm a very big believer on student-taught lessons. So I think it's super important for the students to feel a sense of importance and success. After I teach a lesson, I give the students the opportunity now to come up and teach their peers what they've learned.
We know what a talent we have in her, and what a tremendous difference she's already made in the time that she's had here.
At the beginning of the year, I let all my students know that they're valued. When I was growing up, my parents were always my biggest cheerleaders. And I feel like I want to be that cheerleader for each and every one of my students. Awesome. Give yourselves a round of applause. That is fantastic. I grew up in Carteret, so teaching here is total full circle for me.
Commissioner Epaulet and Superintendent Diaz were the ones that I performed my first lesson for when I was going to be a teacher.
Some of the wonderful educators that taught me, I'm now teaching alongside of them, which is unbelievable. I went to school at Columbus School, actually, which is another elementary school in district. And when I was a senior in college, they asked me to interview here, and I was so nervous.
I had to do a lesson for them. And they thought that I was good enough to work in Carteret, and I was so happy, and I'm indebted to both of you for helping me make my dream come true.
When I got the phone call, I could not believe that I'd be teaching in my hometown.
Having her named as the recipient of this award means a lot for our district. We take great pride in that. We're going to use her as a role model for especially new teachers entering the district, teaching them what it means to be a true educator.
We see what kind of great talent that we have and what we cultivate here at Nathan Hale School in Carteret, because we really embrace everyone's differences and we love to celebrate their strengths and see what they can do when we give them the wind under their wings.
I would love to see these kids basically do anything. I know that there's so much potential in this classroom. We have so many different characteristics in this class, but I love how we're all a family. We're not just a group of students in a classroom together. We're all learning as a family. We have inside jokes. We tell each other about our day. It's really a remarkable place to be.